A 23-year-old woman who stabbed a former classmate to please a fictional character known as Slender Man is facing extradition after she escaped a group home in Madison, Wisconsin over the weekend. Now, police in Wisconsin say Morgan Geyser cut off her own monitoring bracelet before running away from that group. Authorities ended up finding her at a truck stop across state lines in Illinois, where she declined to identify herself.
The officers pressed a little further, and finally she gave him her name and told him that he could just Google her name and find out who she is. He did so, and that's where we discovered that she was wanted out of Wisconsin for escape.
Let's bring in CBS News correspondent Ian Lee joining us live with the very latest. Ian, can you remind our viewers of Geyser's crime and why she was released from custody with just an ankle monitor?
Hi, Liz. Yeah, we got to go all the way back to 2014 when Geyser and her friend Anissa Weier lured Peyton Leitner to a Waukesha park during a sleepover. That's when Geyser stabbed Leitner 19 times as Weier cheered her on. Authorities then arrested the girls. They were all just 12 at the time, but they said that they were trying to appease Slender Man, and so they were sentenced to prison. Geyser was sentenced to 40 years in a mental health hospital, but she was released recently after 3 experts decided that she was making progress, although the prosecutors said that she shouldn't be trusted.
And Ian, the Madison Police Department said it wasn't aware Geyser was even missing until 12 hours after she left the group home. Do police get notified when somebody breaks their ankle monitor? I mean, 12 hours, that's a long time.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of questions and going to be a lot of answers on how that could happen. 12 hours is a large head start. You could go almost anywhere really in the country with that amount of time. Right. But what we are learning is Saturday night, that ankle monitor was cut off. The Department of Corrections got a notification. 2 hours later, they then notified the group home, and the group home said that she wasn't there. It wasn't until the following morning that someone from the group home notified Madison police, and that is when the manhunt started.
So I understand that she was not alone when police found her. Do we have any information about who she was with?
Yeah, so we are learning that she was with a 42-year-old person that was described as a friend that met her at the group home, and then they fled together. They took, what we're learning, a bus to Chicago, and then they headed further south. They were found 170 miles south of Chicago. That's when police confronted them. The person that Geyser was traveling with gave a false identification. They were arrested as well and then later released. They actually spoke to a CBS News correspondent who was in the area and told them that Geyser's foot was injured and they decided to stop running. But there are going to be a lot of questions about just how something like this could happen.
Right. Ian Lee, thank you so much.